Hello, it's been a minute again since I recorded anything for this channel because life caught up to me and now I have more time as I am unemployed. So I'm gonna do this how I usually do it, one take. Part of it is because I want to practice talking more fluidly, if that makes sense. Less filler words, less ums and oohs or whatever. So I have a list of things I wanted to talk about here. And let's see if I can get through them under 15 minutes or 10 minutes. The first thing I wanted to talk about was being unemployed and how every day for me kind of looks the same. I wake up, I eat, shower, whatever, and I could go on and on about explaining to you about what I do every day because every day is the same to me. But my point is because of the monotony of how every day looks for me and looking at my peers or the people I graduated with and seeing their life on social media, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel really bad. And it makes me feel like I'm not trying hard enough to look for a job when part of the reason is because I wanted to give myself time to try and make content. As stupid as it sounds, I gave myself a buffer, right? And I am very fortunate that I have parents that I can rely on, and I still live with my parents and all of that. So now that I'm talking about it, I feel kind of like an ungrateful little shit living under my parents' roof for free. I help out here and there with the bills and stuff. Obviously, I don't pay much because I don't earn a lot still. But recently, my brother from the boonies came back and we've been talking a lot, and I opened up to him about how I've been feeling, about how stressed out I've been because, you know, I could be working right now. I could be working a real job and earning real money so that I could help out with the bills at home. And he kind of just looked at me and went like, the thing you're trying to do just takes a little longer. And I was like, I'm a very impatient person, if you know me. I want to get things done as soon as possible. All of my art pieces take at least less than 5 hours. If it takes more than 5 hours, it's either a model or a commission. So I hate spending a lot of time on something when I can be just done with it. You know, I'm very impatient when it comes to my art, when it comes to with myself in general, I guess. So living like every day is the same. It feels like I know how this is gonna sound. It feels like a fucking video game where I'm loading the same save file every fucking day, and I have to figure out how to do things a little bit differently every day so I won't go insane. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this part out. But yeah, I think what's helped a little bit for me not going completely batshit insane about doing the same things over and over is honestly going outside. and running. I started running recently. Maybe like it's been 2 months. It's been nice. It's another. I can get into another topic about how the number go up make my brain go yummy, but that's another topic to go into. One of my other points here is not going out much, and I said that I go out to run, but other than going out to run, most days I don't go out. I don't go out to the mall. I don't go out to party. I don't go out with friends. I just every day is stream and go run if I can. That's it. But I don't really mind it as much because I don't want to spend money. That's my main reason. I could go out as much as I want, as often as I want, as far as I want, but I don't want to spend the money because I think that the money could be spent better elsewhere, like getting a new tattoo. I'm getting a new tattoo a month from now. So yeah. Or paying the bills around the house, I I don't like spending money. I'm a very frugal person. So I'm very stingy about my money when it comes to myself, spending it on myself. And I guess I could talk about that in another video. I should be writing this down. I'll write it down later, I guess. And the last point I wanted to talk about today, 7 minutes in, 3 more minutes to talk about what I think of the myth of Sisyphus so far. Fuck, dude. When I read that book now, it feels like my brain is just refuses to take in the information. It's a good book so far, don't get me wrong. And I really like the idea of living feverishly in the present and being conscious about how meaningless it is, but still living intensely, if that makes sense. I like the idea of that because my brain, I'm a very anxious person, so I like to think about stuff about the future. And a lot of my anxieties these days is this really worth my time? Is this really worth pursuing? So I guess the boulder that I'm pushing up the hill would be, yeah, this might not be worth pursuing, but I'm gonna try anyways. I'm gonna try really, really fucking hard anyways because I can afford to do that right now. Not everybody has it figured out. And in fact, I probably shouldn't even be looking at anybody else because I should be busy pushing my boulder, Yeah, anyways, that's 8 minutes. Less than sub 10 minutes talking about all my points, so thank you for listening if you did, and I hope you enjoyed watching me draw this.